Good evening, you're watching AWANI Tonight with me, Faye Kwan. Children under the age of 18 born overseas to Malaysian mothers are now eligible to apply for Malaysian citizenship. This follows a settlement between advocacy group Family Frontiers and 6 Malaysian mothers with the government over their appeal on citizenship rights at the federal court earlier today. The appeal stemmed from a High Court ruling in September 2021 that initially favoured Malaysian mothers with children born overseas. However, this was overturned by the Appellate Court in a 2-1 decision in August 2022. The Federal Court later granted Family Frontiers and the mothers leave to appeal the decision in December 2022. According to the consent order, a child below the age of 18 born overseas to a Malaysian mother and foreign father before the Federal Constitution's amended citizenship laws were passed last year can now apply for citizenship under Article 15.2. The child will be granted citizenship subject to Article 26.1 and compliance with the application procedure under Article 15.1 alongside the required supporting documents. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim has given the Energy Transition and Water Transformation Ministry just 2 weeks to propose solutions for storing excess rainwater. It is aimed at mitigating the impacts of extreme weather events on the country's water supply.
In a meeting earlier today, alongside Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Fadillah Yusof and senior ministry officials, Anwar outlined the priorities for the sector, which include ensuring sufficient water and energy supplies for the country. Fadillah, who is also the Minister of Energy Transition and Water Transformation, emphasized that any solution must consider both the affordability and accessibility of these resources for the public. Fadillah assured that the ministry is already working on the proposal, stating that studies have been conducted and the team is now compiling information for submission. Efforts to accelerate flood mitigation projects are underway, though progress has been uneven due to challenges with state governments. Fadillah emphasized that any tariff adjustments would be made with consideration for the circumstances of businesses, particularly small and medium enterprises who have raised concerns over rising costs.
The Health Ministry is set to grant greater autonomy to medical assistants. This includes the ability to prescribe certain medications and an upcoming paramedic practitioners bill to redefine their role. Health Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad said that medical assistants will soon be allowed to prescribe common medications such as paracetamol, antihistamines and antibiotics. This will be done through an administrative order without requiring amendments to the Poisons Act 1952. The decision aims to improve healthcare access, especially in rural areas in Sabah and Sarawak where doctors are scarce. However, only qualified medical assistants with patient care responsibilities will be authorized to prescribe these medications. Meanwhile, a new paramedic practitioners bill will replace the Medical Assistant Registration Act 1977, further expanding their role by 2026. To further strengthen the profession, 774 contract medical assistants will be offered permanent positions, and the government is expanding training and recruitment efforts. Now, other than that, the Health Ministry has no plans to expand its initiative of extended operating hours at health clinics. Deputy Minister Datuk Lukanisman Awang Sauni says this is because the initiative has yet to effectively address congestion issues.
Pesakit-pesakit dan kehadiran pesakit semakin bertambah walaupun kita memperkenalkan extended hours, dan juga kita mendapati bahawa extended hours ini dijadikan sebagai satu peluang yang lebih besar kepada klien-klien Kementerian Kesihatan, di mana ini adalah peluang untuk kita mendapatkan perkhidmatan kepada sistem kesihatan awam kita.
The Health Ministry first implemented extended hours in 2008, alleviate congestion in the green zone of the Emergency and Trauma Department at its facilities. Currently, a total of 49 health clinics have adopted the practice.
We'll head for a quick break. Stay tuned.
Rambut gugur lagi? Macam mana Gunakan Pantene Baharu dengan provitamin mikro yang meresap dan menguatkan rambut dari dalam. Rambut 10 kali lebih kuat terhadap rambut gugur. Pantene Baharu.
5 lelaki penghantar makanan didakwa di Mahkamah Majistret Bangi atas tuduhan membunuh seorang pemandu kereta lelaki dalam satu kejadian.
4 sungai di sekitar kawasan perindustrian Pasir Gudang di Johor termasuk Sungai Kim Kim didapati tercemar dan berada pada tahap yang membimbangkan. Kerajaan sudah mulakan inisiatif untuk menggantikan kenderaan operasinya kepada kenderaan elektrik EV dalam skala kecil terlebih dahulu.
Penyasaran subsidi diesel di Semenanjung tidak akan memberi kesan kepada harga barangan keperluan di Sabah, Sarawak dan Labuan.
660 individu berusia bawah 21 tahun di Sarawak telah diberikan kewarganegaraan.
Sarawak kini menjalinkan kerjasama dengan Bank Dunia dalam menjayakan perdagangan karbonnya.
Raikan Ramadan dengan cara berbeza. Mesej anda lebih bermakna dengan stiker yang unik. Muat turun sekarang di My Astro. Indahnya lain macam dengan Astro.
Welcome back. The Employers' Provident Fund, or EPF, recently announced a 6.3% dividend for both conventional and Sharia savings for 2024. While this brings relief to many, Dr. Paul Anthony Mariadas from Taylor's University emphasizes that relying solely on EPF savings is no longer a sustainable strategy for long-term financial security.
So while the 6.3% dividend is attractive, inflation can reduce purchasing power, meaning the actual value of savings may not grow as expected. So if inflation rises faster than EPF dividends, retirees could struggle to maintain their standard of living, especially in urban areas where expenses are higher. Many Malaysians depend solely on EPF for retirement, but studies shows that most members do not have enough savings to sustain their post-retirement years. Without additional investments or income sources, retirees may outlive their savings, leading to financial struggles in old age. Malaysia lacks a dedicated retirement healthcare fund like Singapore's MediSave, meaning retirees may struggle with high medical expenses in their old age. Relying solely on EPF may not be enough to cover rising healthcare costs, making it essential for Malaysians to have additional medical savings or insurance plans. EPF dividends are influenced by global economic conditions and investment performance. While 6.3% is a strong return, future dividends are not guaranteed and could fluctuate due to market downturns, geopolitical tensions, or economic slowdowns, affecting long-term returns as well.
In an era of economic uncertainty, Dr. Paul calls for future retirees to focus on better financial management. These include diversifying their savings and investing in medical insurance.
Malaysians should consider diversifying their savings through private retirement schemes, stocks, unit trust, real estate, and fixed deposits. A diversified portfolio spread risk and increases the chances of higher overall returns. Number two, I would say people have to optimize EPF withdrawals. Although EPF allows members to withdraw their savings at age of 55, but withdrawing all funds at once can lead to mismanagement and early depletion of retirement savings. Instead, retirees should opt for phased withdrawals, allowing their savings to continue earning competitive dividends, like recently 6.3%. Keeping funds in account a must beyond 55 can further maximize interest accumulation. A well-structured withdrawal plan ensures that savings last throughout retirement while providing a steady income stream. Additionally, healthcare costs are one of the biggest financial risks in retirement, especially as Malaysia lacks a dedicated retirement healthcare fund like Singapore's MediSave, as I mentioned earlier. Without proper planning, medical expenses could drain retirement savings. So Malaysians should secure comprehensive health insurance, including critical illness and hospitalization coverage, to reduce out-of-pocket medical costs. Building a dedicated medical savings fund ensures that they are financially prepared for healthcare emergencies.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in Saudi Arabia ahead of key discussions with US officials tomorrow on ending the war with Russia. He is expected to meet Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman while in Riyadh, but says he will not attend Tuesday's talks. Saudi Arabia has played various mediating roles since Russia's 2022 invasion, including brokering prisoner exchanges and hosting talks between Russia and the US last month. Tuesday's talks between US and Ukrainian officials are expected to focus on a bilateral minerals deal and how to end the war. It would be the first official meeting since Zelensky's Oval Office encounter with US President Donald Trump last month. The Ukrainian delegation attending the discussions would include Zelensky's chief of staff, foreign and defense ministers, as well as a top military official. Mark Carney has won the race to replace Justin Trudeau as Canada's next Prime Minister. He vows to win the trade war against US President Donald Trump as he assumes office at a time of deep instability in the country. The former governor of the Canadian Central Bank and Bank of England secured a landslide victory in the Liberal Party's leadership contest, defeating 3 rivals. The Liberal leadership race began in January after Trudeau resigned, following nearly a decade in office. Carney, the now Prime Minister-designate, has never served in elected office. He is expected to be sworn in within the coming days and will lead the Liberals into the next general election, which could be announced in the coming weeks. As leader of a minority government in Parliament, Carney faces the risk of a no-confidence vote later this month, which could trigger a snap election. Thousands of flights have been cancelled across Germany as airport workers stage a nationwide strike over pay, causing major travel disruptions. The strike, led by the trade union Verdi, began unexpectedly at Hamburg Airport on Sunday and later impacted all 13 major airports in the country. The operator of Frankfurt Airport, Germany's busiest, announced no passenger flights would depart on Monday, with delays and cancellations expected to continue into Tuesday. Over thousands of its scheduled flights have already been cancelled, with more cancellations expected across Munich, Stuttgart, Düsseldorf, Cologne and Berlin, disrupting travel for over 500,000 passengers. The train union Verdi demands an 8% wage increase, or at least an increase of €350 more per month, as well as higher bonuses and additional time off. Employers have rejected the demands as unaffordable, with negotiations due to continue later this month. That report wraps up AWANI Tonight. Check out our web portal, keeping you informed on the critical events shaping our world, all in one place at international.astroawani.com. That's all for now. I'm Faye Kwan. Thank you for watching and good night.